about it.
Oh.
Oh, by the way, Skipper.
Oh.
Did you get the at in the group chat about me wanting
Yep, I did.
character background stuff?
I did.
Okay, making sure you did.
I did.
And I don't need it like immediately, but like before we continue, I'd like to have all that information at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go over exactly what happened when before I step outside this office again. Since you were there, Larry, do you think you could help me get it all straight in my head? If I gotta.
No one can get you straight in your head. It's because you're gay.
Damn. One joke, just one joke.
That's all we need, really.
There is one joke that's shared amongst the entire.
One joke shared across the entire Ace Attorney fandom.
Gay. That's the joke.
Okay, so the first reception was held at 7 p.m. on the day of the incident. That's the one you tried to crash, right? Oh, you trying to stop me? Huh. Oh yeah, that's right. And then they locked me up in a cabin. It was awful, I tell ya. Too bad we're not here to focus on you, Larry. And then the incident occurred after the first reception at around 10 p.m. What the?
Me when I fucking get you.
Your liver, give it
That's
to me.
a really good screenshot.
Your liver, give it to me.
That's a reaction image if I've ever seen one.
Me when I fucking get you.
I don't know, why did they do this?
It's great. I love it. I don't care. You should keep doing this, if you ask me.
Ace Attorney 7 just gotta be a bunch of reaction images. Ellen was attacked in the reception hall by Gloomsbury. He forced her out onto the Vista deck and was just about to kill her. But Ellie fought back and ended up killing old Gloomsbury instead. To cover it up, the family quickly threw together a second reception. That's what Edgy is claiming anyway. But I know my Ellie didn't do it. Sonia!
Let it go.
The key point here is the mysterious person Ellen said she was... I fucked that up. The key point here is the mysterious person Ellen said she saw strike Gloomsbury just before she passed out. Did you see anybody sulking around that day? Nope, not a soul. Because I was locked up in a cabin at the time! But you managed to escape and sneak back into the reception hall. That's when you switched the lantern in the event hall with the lantern to hold, right? Did you see anybody then? Nope, the place was completely deserted. I guess cause that Pierce Butler guy had everybody gathered together somewhere. That makes sense. He must have been going over the cover-up plan with them. So, clearly the murder had already happened by the time Larry got out. They must have gotten everything ready fast, and had the second reception soon after that. Then after that second reception, Ellie went to clean up the reception hall. And as luck would have it, that's when she found the body in the lantern I brought up. I tried to do something nice for Ellie out of the goodness of my heart, and this happened! We still don't know exactly what happened during the actual murder itself. We'll just have to look into it, along with the identity of the mystery person. So while the murder was taking place, you were locked up in a cabin. Did you see anything unusual while you were in there? In the cabin? Let's see. Well, there was that pterodactyl flying through the sky. That's pretty unusual. Oh, right. That drawing of that pterodactyl you saw. Oh no, that air quotes! I really did see, I swear! But Larry, the time travel thing never actually happened, and you made me look like a jackass. Which means you couldn't have seen a real pterodactyl flying through the sky. Oh. Are you doubting the eye of a super popular picture book author?
Didn't we also go through with this in Bridge to Turnabout?
Yeah,
Like,
but that
dude, we can't trust what you draw.
yeah, but that was actually real.
Yeah, but he saw it in a completely different way.
No.
He said that she was flying.
He flew. No, I'm just sure you saw something else and mistook that for a flying reptile. Nick! You're making me doubt my own eyes! Now I'm not even sure what I saw! I'm going to kill myself. Either way, you have no idea what actually happened at the real scene of the murder. That's right! I can say that with every confidence! Oh, wow! Would you look at the time? I better go. I have a book signing to get to. A book signing? Whose book? What do you think? What do you think? It's mine, of course. It's Lawrence Denim book signing. I bet you went around and begged a bunch of bookstores to let you do one. Oh, of course not! They're the ones coming around to beg me! Looks like I guessed right. Anyway, I have to go! I'll send you 10 copies of my new book that just got released the other day, alright? 10? That's very generous of you. What are you talking about? I'm gonna send you the bill too, of course. Just put them down as office expenses or something. We'll see ya. Wait, Larry, we don't need... he's gone.
I'll take a copy, boss. I'll make sure it's signed.
Oh, God. She's usually not gonna like this office expense.
Here goes our first lead. What do you want to tackle next, Nick?
Right. We should really hit the streets now, huh? How about we go see Ellen?
Sounds good, boss. I can cheer her up.
I thought you were going to help Trucy with a magic show again, Athena. Weren't you supposed to go meet her right about now? Trucy said she was going to practice her new trick on you, if I recall.
On me? Really?
Trucy's show is an important source of income for our agency, you know. You can leave the case to us, so you go ahead and run along now.
Boss!
Off you go, Athena! We better get going too, Maya.
Okay.
It's the squeak.
Characters to voice other than...
Oh, my poor sweet Sorin. I wonder how you're getting along without me. Hello, Ellen. Oh, Mr. Wright, what's going to happen with the trial, do you think? Well, first and foremost, you have to hurry up and find this mystery person you saw just before you passed out. Do you think that person could be the real killer? It's quite possible. And if we can prove that, we can clear you of all charges. Actually, would you happen to know where Sorin is right now? He usually busy with meeting all afternoon, but he should be home by evening. I think I better go have a chat with him later then. Why am I being treated to a view of someone's underwear? Mr. Wright, don't tell me. You suspect my sweet Sorin? Well, he is the one who masterminded the second reception after the time skip. So I thought he might be able to tell us something. How could you, Mr. Wright? You can't possibly think my Sorin would never kill anyone. Alright, just calm down. No, not you accusing my Sorin. Please, I'm not accusing anybody. So please, put the pen and ladle down, alright? Really? Cross my heart. So for now, would you mind if I ask you a few more things about the case? I better be careful not to provoke her. Could you tell me about Sorin? There's nothing to tell. He's squeaky clean. Alright, okay. Maybe I should avoid the topic of Sorin right now. Let's talk about something else then. Fine, but you won't hear a peep out of me about Sorin. Talk about pulling teeth. Hey, let's talk about that butler that seems sus. Can you tell me about Pierce Nickody then? Pierce? He came to the Sprocket Manor about a year ago. As the family butler, he's now in charge of everything in the household. Only a year ago? Do you have some kind of special connection with the family? I'm just amazed, so I'm not privy to such things, I'm afraid. It might have been Sorin's order, but Pierce is the one who coordinated the whole thing. He's the one who really orchestrated the grand time travel farce. He must have quite a bit of authority in that family. But, no matter how good he is at his job, how could anybody gain that much influence in a single year? I really don't know. I mean, he is an excellent butler, wouldn't that explain it? Is it really as simple as that? What you thought was time travel was really just a cover-up carried out by your in-laws. Pierce said Sorin was the one who ordered the whole thing. I still can't believe it. Even the second reception was fake. Sorin would never use time travel for something like that. He's very serious about this time machine research, you know. I heard there's a reason he's researching time machines, actually. Something about something he wishes he could change. Wasn't the whole idea of traveling back in time itself a little fantastic? I don't think so. After all, Sorin said real time travelers do exist. Really? Now? You think he knows someone who actually traveled through time? That's right. I haven't seen it personally, but Sorin said as much. So I believe it. Somebody who actually traveled through time, huh? It's pretty hard to believe. Steins Gate. Thank you, Ellen.
John Tidor.
Okabe. You're going out to do your investigation now, aren't you? Yes, that's right. Please make sure you don't cause Sorin any trouble, okay? I'm afraid I can't promise you that. What?! Please, whatever you do, please don't upset my poor Sorin any further. I'm begging you. I'll do my best not to cause him any unnecessary trouble. I'm gonna cause him a lot of trouble. Oh, I couldn't bear it if Sorin ever came under suspicion. I'd rather be found guilty myself. Ah! Ellen, please, don't work yourself up like this. You don't want Sorin to worry, do you? No, you're right. And the floodwaters recede once more. Open the flood. Neo, it's you.
So what do we do now, Nick?
Well, Ellen says Sorin are usually in meetings until the evening, so... Let's save our house call until then. Why don't we go to the mooring dock and figure out our next move from there? Cow.
And the mooring deck. Roger, Nick.
It's a cow. What? Cow. What? Ah!
It is 3 days to the 4th. Why do I hear fireworks?
Oh yeah, I feel you. I've been hearing fireworks on and off for like the past 2 days.
I heard the fireworks earlier today when the fucking sun was out. What's the fucking point?
I know, people are so fucking stupid.
So, where should we start?
Let's see. Are there any places we haven't examined yet? We already investigated the reception hall and Sprocket Manor.
I know. We haven't looked at the Vista deck or the hold yet.
Hey, you're right! We still got some pretty important places left to examine, don't we? The Vista deck is the actual scene of the murder, right?
And the lantern with the body in it was stored in the hold. I think there's a good chance we'll find some important clues in those locations.
Do we know how to get to the hold?
Good question. I think it was labeled in the diagram of the airship in this pamphlet.
Here it is.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go. Oh god, Grey Ace influence everywhere. So this is the hold. This is where Pierce orchestrated the whole cover-up operation. We better go over the place with a fine-tooth comb.
Just glue some gears on it and call it steampunk.
Steampunk 2077.
Hey, Nick? Weren't we supposed to need a key card to get in here?
Huh? You're right. I wonder why it was unlocked. Hey, Emma. Only one person I know calls me Mr. Wright. That isn't Athena. And Skipper died. Huh, I usually get her.
How's it going, Mr. Wright?
Emma!
Emma?
Going,
What are you doing here?
Just a little independent investigating for my own sake. Gotta keep the mind sharp.
Ah, so the door security system was turned off for the police investigation. We'd like to investigate the hold ourselves. Would that be alright?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. My screen is still loading.
Why is my DVD set to full screen?
You might need to.
My screen is loading.
You might need to start.
The police just finished their examination anyway.
Thanks.
Anyway.
We'll just take a quick look
Police
around
just
then.
finished
Oh, misguided.
Oh, right! You should know that the floor doubles as a huge lift. You can use that lever way back there to raise it up to the Vista deck. The police inspected it already, but didn't find anything of particular interest, it seems. If you do go up to the Vista deck with a lift, be careful not to fall off.
Got it. Thanks.
This goes double for you, Maya.
Yes, ma'am!
Yeah, you klutzy fuck. Well, let's get this show on the road.
Bless you.
Any progress with your investigation?
Nothing conclusive yet, I'm afraid. Almost everybody was involved with a cover-up. So it's hard to know who or what to believe. Almost everybody.
I know what you mean.
It's hard to know who or what to believe. It's hard to know who or what to believe.
I think it's time for you to get a new phone, Skipper.
So it's hard to know who or what to believe. Unless you have some compelling evidence, I'm afraid it's going to be a tough trial for you.
You're telling me. There isn't much time left, so I just got to make do and see what I can turn up.
Ooh, look, Nick! It's an airplane!
I wonder if Sorin built that one too.
Hey, why don't we take it for a spin? Just a quick tour around the neighborhood.
And who do you propose is going to pilot that wooden death trap?
Me, of course. Who else?
No. No.
Don't worry, I've seen people fly airplanes on TV plenty of times.
I think I'll pass. I still got my whole life ahead of me. Cow. So there are 2 male Pega-Bull lanterns in the reception hall. That must mean that there's 2 are female Pega-Cow's lanterns.
Larry got their sexes mixed up when he replaced the one in the reception hall, huh? Didn't he see the horns? The difference is pretty glaring if you ask me.
And yet he managed not to notice. That's what makes Larry Larry. And Larry being Larry is why I've been... And Larry being Larry is why I've seen more than my fair share of trouble for a lifetime.
Oh, Mr. Wright? You know, that lantern the victim was found inside of the reception hall. I'm just about to go piece it back together so the police can examine it.
Oh? Okay. We'll stop by for a look too once you're done fixing it. It's the candlestick from Beauty and the Beast.
Ooh, it's a cake, Nick! A cake! It's so big, they wouldn't miss one little piece, would they?
If you're not in the mood for a mouthful of styrofoam, sure, knock yourself out.
You mean it's not real? Well, it sure fooled me. I was so ready to have some of that, I'm really craving cake now. Come on, Nick, let's go get some!
Maybe after the trial is over. No, go ahead, eat the styrofoam.
Eat.
Huh? It looks like there are some fingerprints on this candelabra.
Candelabra.
I never seen that word in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Candelabra.
Candelabra. It reminds me of that candlestick guy from Beauty and the Beast.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I just got done dusting that. I was able to pull a set of left-hand prints.
Do you know whose prints they are?
Yes. The prints belong to the victim, Dumas Gloomsbury.
Who's watching the news?
Nick! I just figured out something amazing!
You did?
Get this! If the fingerprints on the candelabra were from his left hand, then Mr. Doom and Gloom must have been left-handed! What do you think of that? Do I have the makings of a great detective or what?
You're a really silly Sally if you thought that deduction was in any way encyclopedic. Pedic. P. I'm gonna... bit.
You're pretty good, Maya. I looked into it myself, and sure enough, the victim really was left-handed.
Cool, Maya. Good job. Good job, I think.
Really? I got it right? Awesome!
Good for you, Maya. What do you want me to say? Good fucking job on that statement? What?
Good for you! That's all you've got to say?
I think you did a really good job, Maya. Way to go! I guess one can never have too much info.
Now you're talking.
But come to think of it, this candelabra isn't in the photo Larry took of the hole, is it?
That picture was taken when they were getting ready for the first reception, right? Candelabra must have been brought in here sometime after that, then.
It's still possible it has something to do with the incident, though. I better add it to the evidence file, just in case.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Wright, you can have this fingerprint powder if you like.
You're giving this to us?
Sure. I have 4 of the sets.
Thanks. I feel like there's something more to the candelabra, but I can't put my finger on it. It must be the dishes and glasses they use for reception. Very fancy. I bet we'd be in big trouble if we broke any of them. No, Maya, get away. You're accident prone.
Ooh, I want to see Nick!
No. You, young lady, need to stay far, far away from them.
Nick? You think I'm gonna break them, don't you?
Yeah. Let's just say your rap sheet for breaking things doesn't help your case. So this is the airship engine. Pretty impressive.
And it's all rhythmic, like a heartbeat. It's the literal heart of the flying chapel. Look at all those huge gears spinning around and around and around and around and... I think I'm starting to get dizzy.
Yeah, me too. Oh, I'm gonna be sick. Hey Maya, imagine a little Victorian child getting stuck in that.
What?
You know, now that I say that, it's not really out of pocket for Phoenix to say that. Remember when he looked at suicide and said, ew? Oh look, the delivery to the lift Emma told us about. And I'm pretty sure he said that, hey Maya, you want a missile dog or something in the first game?
Let's try going up on it. I'll flip the switch.
Here goes nothing. Wait, I'm not even on it yet! Oh my god. Maya, stop the lift! So, there's plenty of ways I think would happen. Either that
Oh God!
the guy got crushed or something. And Neo died.
Whoops, sorry. I got a little carried away.
Never mind that. Move over a little. Move.
Okay.
Is that blood?
Blood? Let me see.
Could it be Mr. Gloomsbury's blood?
Well, this lift goes up the Vista deck where the murder took place, so... I think that's the most logical conclusion.
But I thought the victim was clubbed to death and that there wasn't much blood. Something tells me I better take a picture of this. I should ask Emma about it some more later. Maya, can you bring the lift back now?
You got it. I'll go flip the switch again. There!
Someone getting crushed. Your execution is death by cube. Get cubed, idiot.
Done.
I want to find out some more about that bloodstain. But for now, I guess we should go up to the Vista deck and take a look around the actual crime scene for ourselves.
The view must be great from up there. I bet it'll be awesome.
You mean it would be if it wasn't the scene of a murder?
Okay, to the Vista deck we go. Make sure you actually get on the lift this time, Nick.
I know.
Okay, I'll just flip the switch and away we go. Wow, look at the gorgeous view.
So this is where Ellen was attacked and Mr. Bloomsbury was killed. Yeesh, one wrong step and it's kaplat on the ground below.
Should we go investigate the stuff that's a little closer to the edge?
Well, I don't see much of anything over there. The police investigator didn't turn up any clues either, so maybe we don't need to? I ain't like Apollo. I ain't scared of no fucking heights. I love the wind in my hair.
Oh, I get it. You're scared, aren't you, Nick?
Of course not! Come on, let's go back down.
Let's...
Get out of my head! Come on, let's go back down and finish checking out the hold. I think I'd be nauseated if I looked down that high. I hope I just pass out backwards and not forward. Emma, can we check out this candelabra a little more?
Or a little more. What do you... Oh.
What happened?
I almost dropped the candelabra and this candle slipped off.
Well, let's be careful with that. It might be important evidence.
Wait a minute.
Now what?
One of the pins that hold the candles is broken.
What?
There's definitely something fishy about this candelabra.
There is? What makes you say that?
Call it forensic investigator's intuition. We already dusted this for prints earlier. So let's test it was luminol this time.
Knowing Emma, she used every last test she has. Knowing Emma, she used every test she has at the same time if she could.
Well, just hang on, this will only take a second.
I hope it turns up a new lead somehow. Well, Emma, did you find anything?
Take a look at this, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, I figured. What's all that blood doing on there?
Maybe somebody got hurt while they were setting up for the reception. These pins are pretty sharp.
But one of the pins is broken. It means there was some force involved. Do you think maybe somebody got stabbed?
But nobody reported anything like that.
Quite a bit of blood. I wonder who it is. If I have anything that might shed some light on that, I should probably show it to Emma. Emma, about this blood stain, doesn't something about it strike you as odd?
What's so odd about the victim's blood?
That's not exactly... There's just something about it that bothers me.
Now that you mention it... I can't say I necessarily disagree with you.
Maybe I should talk about this some more with her. Oops. About this blood stain.
What about it?
There's something about it that's been bothering me.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Well, there's a huge blood stain on the crime scene lift, and a blood-stained candelabra. Now, this is only a guess, but I'm thinking maybe there's two blood stains are from the same source. I think maybe these two blood stains are from the same source.
I guess that is a possibility.
Can we compare the two blood stains? Would that take a lot of time?
Are you kidding? Don't underestimate the power of science. It'll be done in a jiffy. And the results are in. That didn't take long now, did it? That didn't... It seems the blood from the lift and candelabra are from the same person.
I'm gonna take a guess. It's probably from Bloomsbury. Well, the victim was clubbed to death, and there wasn't all that much blood. But this isn't Mr. Gloomsbury's blood.
But if this isn't Mr. Gloomsbury's blood...
Oh, that was you. Wait. Yeah, that was you. My bad. Well, it's just a guess, but... What if Mr. Gloomsbury stabbed somebody with a candelabra pin? That would explain both the huge blood stain on the lift and the blood on the candelabra.
Oh my goodness! If that's true, then that means there was somebody else present at the scene of the murder.
It does, doesn't it? This just might substantiate, there you go, Ellen's statement about a third person. Emma, could you have the blood analyzed?
Sure thing.
A mysterious blood stain on a candelabra with the victim's prints on it. It just might be the thing to back up Ellen's memory of seeing a third person. Next up, the reception hall. Might be worth taking another look around in there.
The reception hall? The forensics team is in there investigating right now.
Oh, they are?
Well, we don't have time to just sit around, so let's go check out something else.
Good idea. We could go question some people. especially Sorin. I have quite a few questions for that guy.
Sounds good, Nick.
Off to do some legwork then.
Yep, I thought we had to Sorin's house for starters.
He was accompanying the police on their investigation here earlier, but he's probably home by now.
Great, thanks. Later, Emma. Hey, Sorin.
I still can't get
Oh
over
my
how gorgeous
God.
Rocket Manor is.
Just don't touch anything.
I wasn't going to.
She was definitely
She was going to touch everything.
Pretty sure I did this.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah.
I was told I had guests.
Thank you for seeing us, Sorin. We know you're busy. We'd like to ask you a few questions about the case, if you wouldn't mind. Sorin?
You're Ellen's lawyer, right?
Huh? Yes, that's right. Don't tell me he doesn't remember me.
Will Ellen be found guilty?
We're doing everything we can to prevent that. That's why we're here investigating. Will you please tell us what you know? Sorin?
Alright. Fine.
What was that pause all about? It was you who gave the order for that large-scale cover-up plan, isn't that right?
What large-scale cover-up?
Don't play dumb with us. You held 2 wedding receptions in order to try and cover up Mr. Gloomsbury's murder.
Ellen thought that. Ellen thought that through the power of the timekeeper you built, she traveled back in time.
So that's why there were 2 receptions.
Oh, he didn't do it then. Wait, does he seriously not know why the reception was held twice? Looks like I have to delve deeper here. So the cover-up scheme, that fake trip through time, you're not the one who was behind it all? Pierce Nickety stated in court that you were the one who ordered it to be carried out.
Pierce said that? I see. I'll leave him in charge of everything around me. So whatever he decides is, in essence, my decision too.
So I take it that you didn't know anything about the cover-up.
That's none of your business.
But you were in the 2 wedding receptions in a row! And still you claim to know nothing?
I have nothing more to say to you. Please leave.
But Sorin!
Go away. Whee!
Bonk.
Here, we're playing jump scare.
Ah!
Oh, there's something written on this paper airplane. It says, "Fuck off." Let's see, go away.
Doesn't get clearer than that, huh? He's looking especially uncooperative, but maybe I can grab his attention somehow.
Why would you stand near a pallet with a Vecna?
Still that one piece of evidence I don't know much about. What's a try? Plane go. Sorin, have you ever seen this before?
That's...
Sorin, what is it?
nothing.
Why did his whole demeanor change all of a sudden? He's gone pale as a ghost, too. Vivia Twilight? Whoa!
Bah.
Sorin?
Nick, look at his stomach. He's bleeding. What the fuck?
Somebody help!
What?
Sorin collapsed!
What did he do? What happened?
Get him to the hospital, quickly now!
Bruh.
Poor Sorin. That must be one serious wound.
How the fuck did that happen? Sorin, what did you do? Better not have fucking took a note from the Yakuza and sliced his stomach.
What is it, Nick?
Took a tip from Fuyuhiko.
Yeah.
Well, then I showed him the candelabra, his whole demeanor changed. So I was just thinking that maybe his injury is...
Huh? What's this?
It's Sorin's
What's his
notebook. He must have dropped it in the rush to get him to the hospital.
Oh, his notebook, huh? I wonder what's written in it, don't you? Come on, you know, you want to take a peek.
Sorin's notebook. Did you take a peek?
Look at it.
I feel guilty snooping around in somebody's personal notebook, but maybe we should take a little look-see. Whoa, it's filled with big words written in tiny letters. Big words. I guess he uses this notebook to write down his invention ideas.
Big words.
Huh?
What is it? Did you find something?
Huh. After March 8th of last year, the content of this notebook changed dramatically.
Like how?
Well, ever since that date, Soren's been writing down every detail of his life. As in every.
Maybe he decided to start keeping a diary.
But this is way too detailed to be an ordinary diary.
Either he's really compulsive, or maybe just plain forgetful.
But is it really as simple as that? I feel like something happened on March 8th that made Soren change. Probably the
Well,
days.
why don't you let me take a look at that and I'll tell you.
Hey, Maya! Let go or we'll rip it!
Beep. Now look what you did. You dropped it. You should have just let me take a look.
How is this my fault? You're a child!
Oh no, Nick!
Oh, great.
Ah, it fell in that pool of Soren's blood! I can't read a thing on these 2 pages now! Way to go, Maya!
Uh-oh. You're gonna get it now.
What? I guess it really is my fault after all. Let's just put it away carefully now. What? You can't do that! There's blood on it! We can't let anything else happen to it, you hear?
Huh? Hey, look, there's something sticking out of the notebook.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Looks like a newspaper article.
Let's see. It's about the car accident Sorin's sister died in. It happened on March 8th, yeah.
Uh-oh. I assume he was also in that crash, and so, like, he suffered, like, more short-term memory loss or something.
That's the day Sorin's notebook completely changed. Oh, wow.
What else does it say?
It
Well, no, what made you think that double back was smart?
It says the driver at the time of the accident was Dumas Gloomsbury. It says Sorin was in the car too and that he has
Yep.
sustained severe injuries.
Yep.
It's just like Pierce said.
Particularly unluckily set up.
Sorin completely changed after the accident. So Gloomsbury was driving a car when they got into the accident. That opened up the distinct possibility
Of?
of Sorin holding a grudge against Gloomsbury.
You think Sorin could have?
I don't know. It's not like I have any proof. We should talk to Pierce about this when we return to Sorin's notebook to him. Though he doesn't seem to be here right now. Maybe he's at the Flying Chapel. I sure hope Pierce is around here somewhere. There he is. Wait a minute. I'm gonna look at this. You guys not watch Okay.
Who's this?
It's you.
Pierce.
Which who? Yeah, but say like which who?
Well, it's the only character with
Mr.
question
Wright
mark.
and Miss Faye. You know how often they've gone question mark into character we absolutely know is in the room.
Yeah, but if it was Edgeworth, his car would be here, so... Hello, Pierce. We were just looking for you.
I'm sorry, for Master Sorin's sudden departure earlier. You have my sincerest apologies.
I mean, yeah, anybody with blood coming from their stomach, they had to leave. Totally understandable, really. But shouldn't you be at his side right now?
It's fine. The other servants are with him, and I am in constant contact with them. The souls of the innocent.
A bagel.
Don't forget to give him his pain medication, and be sure to keep him hydrated. Also, see to it that he is not up and about. He needs complete bed rest.
Is this what happens when you're too rich for normal peasant phones?
What was that, poor? I must return to Master Sorin now, but... Did you want something of me?
Actually, here's Sorin's notebook. He dropped it when he collapsed. I hope Pierce doesn't notice the blood stain.
Oh, thank you very much for this. That's a lot of blood.
As far... He dropped it when he fell unconscious. I didn't do it.
What did you do?
It was Maya's fault.
What did you do?
It was me, it was Nick.
No, it was Maya!
It was Nick.
I found battle mode! This cannons are coming out of it. I will see to it personally that Master Sorin gets it back.
Thank you.
I trust you did not look inside.
Oh, of course not.
One second, I'm eating a bit of a sandwich. I believe that's what the pores call it.
What else would it be called?
I don't know where this bit's going. It's funny playing an uptight character that just calls people the pores. Because it is filled with numerous patent-worthy ideas, you see? Oh, my voice is doing a thing. I think my voice is recovered from yesterday.
Look, I know you're busy, but would you mind if I ask you a few questions about the case?
Well, as I said, I must be getting back to Master Sorin. So if you can make it quick, I would greatly appreciate it.
Alright, I'll make this as quick as I can. I'd like to ask you about the cover-up you tried to pull off, if you don't mind.
1 minute. I told you everything there is to tell in court already. Where did my s'more-flavored ramen go? Disposing of anything that may harm the Sprocket family reputation is simply a part of my job.
Sounds like a lovely job description.
I play with fire a lot, it's quite fun. I have nothing more to say on the matter. I will say I do not think it is wise to spend time on topics I've already discussed.
Right.
Phoenix bitch.
Pierce, could you tell us more about this accident?
Where did you find that? And did I not already tell you about that accident?
You did, but you conveniently left out one crucial detail. The fact that Dumas Gloomsbury was driving the car at the time.
Oh, did I not mention that? Suppose it simply didn't come out then. I'm not being obviously evil, shut up.
If Mr. Gloomsbury caused the accident.
I'm too rich to be evil.
Okay, why didn't the Sprocket family fire him? Wouldn't that usually be the natural consequence of such a huge mistake?
Please, do not misunderstand. Bloomsbury stayed on with the family. Or Master Sorin's request.
What?
That is the type of person Master Sorin is. Perhaps it was the influence of Miss Selina's kind nature. She was such a sweet person that even in her last moments she thought of Master Sorin.
Not only does Sorin not hold a grudge against Gloomsbury, he insisted on keeping him on. I really don't understand how that guy's mind works. So, you were present for Selina Sprocket's last moments?
Yes, in my professional capacity. The accident happened on the way to a certain party.
And what kind of party was it?
You know the film Eyes Wide Shut?
No.
Let's keep it that way. It was Miss Selina's engagement party. Gloomsbury's injuries were minor, but Miss Selina's and Master Sorin's were critical. They were brought to the Sprocket family's regular hospital.
Wow. Have such a terrible thing happen on what was to be a day of celebration.
Isn't it like every third case anymore?
Really?
It's like, it's a sad day of celebration! Oh my god, there's a dead body! Thanks to the surgeon in charge, Master Sorin pulled through. But Miss Selina, she...
I just noticed that that clock that she has is the same as fucking Pierce.
Mm.
The last words Miss Selina said to me were...
Oh my god.
Boys, help Sorin!
I'm using that.
Boys, help him! He's such a good boy!
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Die quickly!
Oh god! Oh god, I think me liver's giving out! Oh god! Oh, the agony!
Choked. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up!
She had such a beautiful voice.
No one will hear it ever again. Die.
Ave Maria!
Hey, Skipper, wake up.
I couldn't resist. It was right there.
It's really funny.
Skipper, you alive? There's a dead character I want you to play.
Please help Sorin. Please help Sorin.
And there you go.
Oh, me hot! Oh, me hot! Oh, I'm going! Oh, dead by daylight! Oh, dead by daylight! Oh, no, I'm turning back into Fuyahiko. I need a minute.
Fuyahiko just got reincarnated.
I never died, though! Ever since then, I've attended Master Sorin and tried to help him in any way I can. Her angelic voice, I hear it to this day.
I see.
You're doing a great job, sweetie!
Selena's fiancé must have been devastated.
Indeed.
Wait, don't tell me Pierce is a fiancé.
Oh boy. He could be.
The shock of losing Miss Selena was so great, he quit being a surgeon.
He was a surgeon? Wait, so the surgeon who tried to save them both, was he...
Yes, he was Miss Selena's fiancé.
What a terrible tragedy.
How awful. So where is her fiancé now?
Right in front of you. ...
Not
okay. Really. Like, that is the most, like, I totally...
I'm sorry, I'm remembering her beautiful voice yet again. I can't keep doing this bit. I can't. It is a powerful bit. I can't. I must resist.
Use it wisely.
So I have characters I have to use this bit on still. You should be afraid of that, Nick.
Oh God.
And you too, Skipper. You should both be disgraced.
Huh?
Oh, nothing. I'm just plotting evil things. Good question. I wonder that sometimes myself. I'm gonna kill one of these nerds in the campaign. And no, I don't mean their character. I mean in real life.
So Selena had a fiancé.
I got bits.
I'd like to find out more about him, but I doubt I'll find him anytime soon.
So are we done here? I'm afraid I must be going.
Can you please just tell me a little more about Sorin?
There's nothing more to tell.
I can't seem to get any real answers out of him just by asking him questions. But there is that piece of evidence I still don't know much about. Maybe they'll be able to tell me something about it.
Can you hurry up? I understand Mr. Sorin is dying.
Pierce, have you ever seen this candelabra before?
Why did a ghost come on it?
How do you know what ghost cum looks like?
When you hang around with the rich for long enough, you see plenty of ghosts. They're rather uncouth. No, I don't know anything about it.
You fucking liar!
You liar! You lie!
Eat my ass. Eat my whole ass. You should really eat his ass!
When Magatama reacted, Pierce must be trying to hide something from me. Have to break those psyche locks to find out what. Hey, Pierce, catch. Right on his forehead. Right on his forehead. Pierce?
Didn't hurt.
You're hiding something from me about this candelabra, aren't you?
It is one of the candelabras from the Flying Chapel, is it not? Is there something special about it?
Actually, yeah. There's some blood on it, you see. I think the blood might belong to this person.
Blood?
Sorin has a rather nasty wound on his body, doesn't he?
That was easy. Yes, Master Sorin is indeed injured.
Are any of the other people involved with this case injured?
Not as far as I know.
I see. Then let me ask you this, Pierce. Do you suppose Sorin could have been more directly involved than you're letting on?
What in the world would make you say that?
Oh, I got my reasons. Mr. Gloomsbury's fingerprints were found on this candelabra stem. It leads me to believe that Mr. Gloomsbury stabbed Sorin with it.
You cannot possibly think Master Sorin is the one responsible for the murder!
I don't have any conclusive evidence of that at the moment. But I do think he had a motive. This proves that Sorin had a motive to kill Mr. Gloomsbury.
Take that!
Even though it was an accident, Mr. Gloomsbury was the man responsible for taking Sorin's sister away.
On the wings of the angels, fly away! Let us suppose that Mr. Gloomsbury did stab Master Sorin with the candelabra. Can you prove that it had anything to do with this case? He might have been stabbed at some other location, for some other reason. Oh, he's a clumsy boy!
Sorry, but I can prove it was related to this case.
Oh, really?
Sorin's stabbing and Mr. Gloomsbury's death are definitely connected.
Are they now?
This is a piece of evidence that ties Sorin's injury to Mr. Gloomsbury's murder.
Take that!
A bloodstain was found on the side of the lift that goes between the hole and Vista deck. His blood matches the blood that's on the candelabra. I obtained the results straight from the police, so I can assure you this information is correct. This bloodstain on the lift indicates an important fact. It shows us that Sorin was there during the crime. Sorin's blood is on the lift, which can only mean one thing. He was there, wasn't he? Sorin was at the scene of the crime.
You are very astute, Mr. Wright. It appears I cannot hide this from you any longer. Very well, I will tell you everything. Oh, what's that? Sorin is dying now? I have to go. My people need me. Ah!
Can you tell me about Sorin's injury?
Very well. My brain keeps going back to her fucking voice. Ah, you did it again. Look, you did it again, Mass. You done did a dumb bit. This is what I heard from Master Sorin himself. As you surmise, Master Sorin was stabbed by Gloomsbury on the day of the murder.
Murder.
It happened after the first wedding reception.
You will I fucking get you.
The happy couple were in the reception hall when suddenly Gloomsbury appeared. He attacked Miss Ellen and tried to take her away. Haha, hee hee, haha, to the funny bone. Relax is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in a clean white coats and attempt to take me away, haha! Master Sorin went to stop him and found himself in a struggle with Gloomsbury. That is when Mr. Sorin was stabbed with the candelabra, he said.
Zane.
Even though Master Sorin was badly injured, he went after Gloomsbury.
So Sorin really was at the scene of the murder, wasn't he?
Yes, that is correct. However, by the time Master Sorin arrived at the scene, Gloomsbury had already been murdered.
Pierce is saying that Sorin was at the crime scene, but that he didn't have anything to do with the murder itself. Even still, why did you try to keep such an important piece of information from me?
I am very sorry. Master Sorin's injury and Gloomsbury's murder were not directly related, so I decided not to mention it so as to not unnecessarily complicate the investigation. So I unnecessarily complicated the investigation a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a touch. Now then, I am sorry, but I'm afraid I really must be going. Please excuse me.
Thank you for your time? Question mark? Bye?
Pierce should have just told us everything in the first place and save us all a lot of time.
Yeah, but I guess it isn't that simple for him.
You'll never catch me alive, coppers!
He is a family butler, after all. He sure didn't make our job any easier, though, did he? But at least we learned something new. Sorin was at the scene of the crime.
That's true. One step forward is better than none. So what next, Nick?
Let's see. The forensics team might be done investigating the reception hall by now. Let's go check it out.
Sounds like a plan.
Looks like the police are done with their investigation here. I wonder if it's okay for us to take a look around now. Oh. Hey, Emma.
Emma.
Why are you here again? Oh, right, you're a cop. Never mind.
Oh, hi, Mr. Wright.
Hey, Emma. Why are you following me? We'll be alright, we investigate in this room now.
Sure. The police are all done, so go for it. Go for it. Oh, remember that broken lantern? I restored it to perfection. I have to say, it's some of my best work.
Sound like the repair job was a resounding success. Thanks, Emma. We'll take a good look at it too.
Well, I have to be getting back to the station. Try not to mess up the crime scene if you can help it.
I make no promises to you. We'll be careful.
Especially with Meyer. I'll be seeing you.
Bye, Emma.
Bye, Emma, and thank you.
Well, shall we get started? Oh. That looks like ass, Emma.
Well, it just
What?
looks like it's got a lot of duct tape on it.
Yeah, because duct tape really helps with everything.
Duct tape my beloved. Duct tape my beloved.
Here's the broken lantern, all patched up. And I do mean patched. Patches, Wolverine.
Emma said this was some of her best work, so I know she put a lot of effort into it.
Pretty smashed up. Must have been a lot of work to piece it back together. Well, she gets an A for effort at any rate. This wheel handle on the back has some blood on it. It looks like somebody gripped it with a bloody hand.
Maybe the blood got there when the killer was putting old Doom and Gloom's body inside. Do you see anything else worth noting?
Well, there's another one of these lanterns over there. So it might be a good idea to really compare the two later.
Pardon me?
It's another beautiful day outside, isn't it?
Yeah, if only it wasn't the scene of a murder, we could really enjoy it.
True.
Must be tough for the maid to have to work on a beautiful day like today.
Oh, we don't mind.
Whoa, I didn't think you could hear me way over there.
That looks like a casket. We don't
Not
think we're
really.
simply cleaning. It's more like we're wiping away all of the sadness such as this airship.
Wow, talk about devoted. Just glittering things annoying the shit out of me.
Like,
This is where the murder weapon, the timekeeper, was displayed. I guess it's in police custody now. Huh? What's this? A key? That looks like the fucking turnkey to that one character in Wizard of Oz. I don't know why I made that comparison.
I mean, it is a turnkey, so...
Can't believe they sent Dorothy to an asylum. Crazy. And Neo died. Neo, wake up. I don't like that. Neo,
Sorry.
wake up. Hey, hello.
Let's ask the maid about it.
Good idea. She might be able to tell us something. Excuse me, could I ask you a question? Excuse me!
oh, of course. What would you like to know?
Do you know anything about this key?
It's the key that starts up the timekeeper.
Startup key?
That's right. Oh, the first startup of a love ceremony was so beautiful. The bride and groom each had a symbol of their love, and when they put them together, oh, how romantic it was. Oh, how romantic.
I'm guessing that there's Sorin's key to put in Ellen's fucking lock or something. First start of a love ceremony. What exactly did that entail?
Oh, it's a ceremony in which the couple activated the timekeeper together for the first time. I suppose it was kind of like a cake-cutting ceremony.
And what are these symbols of their love you mentioned?
Well, that's kind of an industry secret, so I can't really say. I'm sorry, but I'd better be getting back to my work.
Look like there's an order from above not to talk about it. I'm not surprised though.
Not to the pawn.
Yeah, wake up! Stop typing on Tumblr.
Hey, I think that tablecloth is new. We must have changed it since yesterday.
Huh? How can you tell?
Because the food stains that were there are now gone.
I should have known it's because it's food related. I guess we checked out everything of interest in this area. That maid looks fake as hell. Hey, take a look at the door.
What the hell did you say to me?
Shall we open it up and see? Wait!
Oh, whoops.
That's a maid. who wants to be another random maid.
Sorry, busy throwing skeletons.
You're good.
You don't know how Vecna works, do you?
It leads directly outside. You're supposed to know.
Whoa! Oh, that was a close one, huh, Maya?
I'll say.
There's the unbroken Pegable lantern. And this is the one that Emma restored. I wouldn't say they look exactly the same, more that they're made up of the same parts.
Wait a minute.
What is it, Maya?
I think there's something off about this Pegable.
Just about everything about it looks off to me.
I'm not quite sure what it is, but some detail isn't quite right. Show me the restored lantern again.
Hey, I know! It's this, right?
What? Where?
The thing about the restored lantern that's off, it's the color of the wheel handle. Look, it's the wheel handle. It's a different color altogether. Emma got the inside-outside wheel handle switched around.
Oh, wow. You're right. And there's blood here on this handle, as if somebody gripped it with a bloody hand.
Right. Which means that the blood got on the handle from inside the lantern. I'm guessing he must have tried to escape.
Maybe.
Do you think the blood got there when the killer was putting the body in the lantern?
It's really hard to say at this point. Well, I think we checked out everything relevant to the case. Oh, I think this is Sorin.
What are you two doing here?
Wait, what are you doing here?
Yep. Oh no!
Sorin, shouldn't you be resting in bed? You're injured!
How do you know about that? Never mind. My notebook. Have you seen my notebook? I can't find it anywhere. My notebook. I need my notebook.
What's the matter with him?
My notebook. I have to have...
He needs his copy of the notebook!
Oh, here's Pierce.
Well,
Give him his notebook, babe.
For the 17th time, I'll say it's stupid, then you'll catch me crying. And I'm making out on the boat.
I need
What
my
do you think this is?
It's Pierce.
I paint in blue, but there's nothing like doing nothing with you.
God, I love playing Vecna.
I'm gonna rip your PC out your wall. Then we'll see if you can play Vecna. I can't sit on this for long.
Oh, wait, is it me?
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah.
I need some fucking music. Or
So you need to tell me these things.
I did. I literally said Pierce.
I literally didn't hear you.
Oh yeah. 30 plus years
That's
old,
so-
man.
It's fine.
Your mic did not pick it up, sir.
It picks up fire.
Grandpa, come here, come here, Granny.
It's
Come here,
fine.
Grandpa.
Don't worry. It happens.
Master Sorin, I told you to stay in bed. And I told you to stop being a sticky little bitch. That's my job, it's my name.
Yes, wake up.
My notebook.
Please bring the music back so it doesn't have to be awkward. I'm begging you.
I'll just play the music for you while you wait. Hold on. Give me a fucking second. Ah, shit! I dropped it. I dropped the cap. Where'd it go? Oh, it's under the bed. Shit. You get it? Where'd it go? Oh, it's way under.
Here you go.
Shit, it's all the way over on the other side. Hold on. There it is. Okay.
Please try a flashlight save, I beg you.
Yes, this is it.
Soren gets emotionally unstable out that notebook of his.
Phew.
Look like he's calmed down now. Soren, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute?
Bitch.
My knife is getting dull. I should sharpen it.
I can't allow you to do that. What if his wound were to open up again?
Skill issue, honestly.
Pierce.
He needs to rest.
I guess you're right.
Yes.
I hate butlers. Except for you,
Now,
Alfred,
if
you're
you-
cool.
If you will excuse us.
Huh. Two characters on the same side? That rarely happens.
Master Sorin, let us retire.
All right. Bye.
Here they go.
Pierce is right. I guess he really isn't in any condition to be questioned. Well, let's go back to the agency and sort through what we learned. That long, awkward silence, Neo whips out the kazoo.
I couldn't even get it because the cap fell out. I had to fucking go to the other side of the room to get it.
We're back. Anybody here?
Oh,
Athena.
hi, Ma.
Athena? I thought you were with Trucy.
You could say that I'm taking a short break. But enough about me.
Oh, they're definitely gonna get that gate open.
What about the investigation? Did you find out anything?
Well, it turns out that the person Ellen says she saw at the crime scene Might have been Sorin Sprocket.
What? Really? I don't thought he seemed suspicious.
Thing is, by the time Sorin got to the Vista deck, the murder had already occurred apparently.
No way! I don't buy that! Not for a second! It's a cover-up! A cover-up, I tell you!
That's certainly a possibility. And as a lawyer, it's certainly a possibility I have to pursue, but...
What? It's your job, right? So pursue the heck out of it! Just do it!
Yeah, but... is that really what's best for Ellen? This was a very short investigation segment.
Sorin could be found guilty if the truth comes out tomorrow. But if we don't pursue this possibility, Ellen could be found guilty instead.
Oh man, either way, it sure doesn't spell out happily ever after for the two of them. So what are you gonna do, Mr. Wright?
I can't let an innocent person get convicted. So I guess all I can really do is pursue the truth. Even ends up devastating Ellen.
What a tough call to make.
Still, there's always a chance, right? Maybe something will come up during the trial that will save their marriage.
I hope so. I really do. Well, Maya, let's go.
Break the news to Ellen, you mean?
Yep.
Mr. Wright, please take me with you. I bet I can help you counsel Alice for this piece of bad news.
Athena, I appreciate the offer, but you don't have to, but don't you have somewhere else to be?
Do I?
Athena!
No!
What are you doing here?
Uh-oh.
I've been looking all over for you. Come on, Alice, get back to practicing.
She ran away. No, wait. My body can't take it anymore.
Sucks to suck.
But you gotta help me.
A lawyer always keeps their promises, Athena. If you bail on me one more time, Athena, I'm going to use a real blade on you. Whoa!
I'm gonna shiv you.
Sorry, Athena. Somebody gotta do it. Better you than me, though. Hang in there, kiddo. Come on, Maya. We better get going. Someone have to be protagonist here. It ain't gonna be you. Either you, me, or Apollo. It ain't gonna be Apollo. Hello, Ellen. How did your investigation go, Mr. Wright? Before I answer that, I need to ask you something. Was Sorin with you when Mr. Gloomsbury attacked you in the reception hall? I'm sorry I kept it from you. I was afraid that he'd come under suspicion if I told you. So I kept quiet about it. I'm really sorry. I see. Thought it was probably something like that. Listen, Ellen. I'm afraid I have to make a very difficult decision based on what I found out. What kind of decision? This is very hard for me to say, but the mysterious person you saw at the scene of the crime was most likely Sorin. What?! In other words, in court tomorrow, I'm afraid I'll have to propose the possibility that Sorin is the true culprit. No! Sorin is innocent! No! But don't you see? If I don't try to pursue that line of thought, you'll be found guilty. No! 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 Please, Helen, calm down! Sorin just can't be found guilty! I must rather be found guilty instead!
Ellen! You can't let yourself think like that.
But, no!
just for life, right? Do you really think you can run away from the truth and still be truly happy with him?
You're not married, so how can you possibly understand? Sometimes you just got to do whatever it takes to make things work.
But, Nick, you talk to her.
Hey, don't just dump this all on me. Mr. Wright, I'm innocent, and Sorin is too. So please, prove my innocent cause. I'll certainly do everything in my power. I just hope she doesn't lose control like this in court tomorrow.
And she will.
Yeah.
That investigation was short as hell. So, the one thing we found out yesterday is that Sorin was there at the crime scene. I only hope I can get some testimony from him that'll get to the heart of the matter. Mr. Wright? Good morning, Ellen. Look, I'm afraid you might not like the result of today's trial. Nevertheless, don't tell me you still think you're going that route. Sorin is innocent. He can't be found guilty. Take me instead. Ellen, please, try and get a hold of yourself. I believe in Sorin all my heart. So how dare you doubt him?
Regardless of which one of them is found guilty today, it's going to be devastating for Ellen, isn't it?
We'll just have to do everything we can. That's the best we can do, you know? Trial's about to begin, Mr. Wright. Thanks, Lincoln. Alright, let's go, Maya.
Yeah.
Oh God, you're all back here again. Court is back in session for the trial of whoever the fuck.
Defense is ready, Your Honor.
Are you okay? No! The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Let's see now, where were we? In yesterday's session, we found out about the Sprocket family's conspiracy to cover up the murder of Domas Gloomsbury with a second reception. Taking advantage of our collective shock, the defense, as usual, made a nonsensical claim. Namely, that there was a third person present who struck the victim.
Objection!
Hey! Don't try to make it sound like I made it all up! The defendant herself made a statement about the existence of a third person. And further investigation had only proven her statement to be true.
I presume the defense intends to focus on proving the identity of this so-called third person. Is that all right with you, Mr. Edgeworth? Indeed, Your Honor. Also, I like how we're focusing on the third person part, not the fact that this bitch-ass claimed that time travel was a thing.
Yeah, but then we proved it wasn't a thing.
You You still claimed it.
I mean, there's always the next games.
Pulls out the whip. Thursday night, right. In fact, I predict the defense will, most likely, attempt to name Sorin Secert as the true culprit.
How did you...
The driver during the accident that killed Mr. Sprocket's sister was the victim. Therefore, Mr. Sprocket had a motive to murder Mr. Gloomsbury. It's a fun word. It's a fun name to say in this accent. That's what you plan to assert, is it not, Mr. Wright?
Ah, am I that transparent?
You're so clear we could use you as a fucking prism. It's where all your gay is hidden. Come now, Mr. Wright. Did you think the police wouldn't uncover this information?
Congrats on getting in one, Mr. Edgeworth. But... You're wrong! Sorin didn't do it! He's innocent! Miss White, please! He's innocent, I tell you!
What is this, Mr. Wright? I thought your claim about the existence of a third person came from the defendant.
It did. It's just a minor hiccup.
Did you not discuss your strategy for today with the defendant, Mr. Wright?
Starting off on the wrong foot again is seriously cutting into my life span.
It would appear that the defense is in disarray. Therefore, the best way to clear things up is to ask Mr. Sprocket himself what happened. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call Sorin Sprocket to the stand.
What? Again?
Very well, bailiff. Please bring Mr. Sprocket to the witness stand.
What?
Shoes. Okay, yeah, cow.
Yeah, he does just look like younger Yakko.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Whee!
Something written on this paper airplane. Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch-ass motherfucker. She pissed on my fucking soon-to-be wife.
That's right.
Let's see. Sorin Sprocket, Managing Director of Sprocket Aviation. Mr. Sprocket, please give your answers in words, not paper airplanes. For fuck's sake! Now then, Mr. Sprocket. Stop playing around the fucking pen!
No.
Oh my god, you're like Doug. Please tell that doubting lawyer that what really happened at the time of the crime. Well, Mr. Sprocket? Just repeating the same fucking animation, dude. It's killing me.
That's so funny.
Mr. Sprocket!
He's still going. Okay. It's fine. He's done. Alright. Jeez, you don't have to shout at me.
Violence.
You want me to talk about what happened when the crime occurred?
Yes!
In other words, first wedding reception.
Oh my god, yes!
When Elle and I were in the reception hall, right?
Not even the power of the court can stop him from marching to the beat of his own drum. DJ cameo.
Hey, TJ cameo.
Guest appearance from Von Karma's spirit.
I was stabbed by Dumas in the reception hall and I collapsed to the floor. The next thing I saw was Ellen and Dumas on the Vista deck. I knew Ellen was in danger, so I headed for the Vista deck. But when I got there, Dumas was already... I don't want to believe it, but it must have been Ellen. Nothing else makes sense.
Wait just a minute here! You actually think Miss White killed the victim?
That's right. Dumas was killed by Ellen.
This is unbelievable! How can you suspect your bride, the woman you love?
Objection!
The truth can be cruel. Miss White, you must be very upset. Is there anything you wish to say?
Oh. I can't believe this. Sorin? I thought that at least you would believe in me.
The best way to show your love for your groom is to admit your guilt and try to atone.
Sorin.
Hold it!
Mr. Edgeworth, I haven't even cross-examined a witness yet! And quit picking on the clearly distraught, you meanie.
Yeah, that's so not cool, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, fuck you, Edgeworth! This guy's picking on the distraught. Throw tomatoes at him! Boo! The tomato hits Edgeworth in the head.
Well, that's just rude. I'm simply doing my job, bitch.
Someone hits Edgeworth with a pineapple.
What?
I'll put it on a pizza, you motherfucker.
Oh.
You want to play with fire, boy? A court is where we seek the truth. And the truth is unyielding, even to the truly pitiful. Mr. Edgeworth, I find it distasteful that you make to make a lady cry.
Bro, he told a lady to kill herself. This isn't new territory.
It's you, Your Honor.
Edgeworth.
So what are you going to do, Nick?
Making women cry.
Not
It's the third person.
cool, Edgeworth.
Not cool, Edgeworth. And the third person Ellen saw on the Vista deck was Sorin. We have to prove Sorin was there at the time of the murder. I don't see any obvious inconsistencies in his testimony, but we have to push forward. The Five Nights at Freddy community gaslighting themselves that the August chapter is fucking FNAF, even though it's Castlevania.
How many times in a row now? This is...
No. They're gaslighting that the next Fortnite collab is FNAF.
Yeah, but people also
Because, and there's actually a reason why, actually.
Yeah, I
There's
know.
an unannounced collab on August 6th, and a Fortnite update on August 6th.
I know that, but people are also saying that, oh, you Dead by Daylight though. Wait, FNAF's been out for 10 years? God, I'm fucking old.
Yep.
Ha! 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 Ha!
Now I know how masses feel.
Old!
Shut up, old man.
Old!
Are you absolutely sure, Mr. Sprocket?
Oh!
That'd be the time you got to the Vista deck. The murder had already been committed. Neo, it's Sprocket. Why did I just realized he has a big ass bow tie?
Yes.
But the Vista deck is just on the other side of the glass windows in the reception hall. Shouldn't you have been able to get there right away?
Objection!
Mr. Wright, have you investigated nothing? Pardon me. Oh, that was a... Oh! Ah!
Are you okay?
That's a bad one. The only way to the Vista deck is to go to the hold and take the lift. No matter how much one hurries, it would take at least 10 minutes.
Ah, well that's unhelpful. So I had to have gotten there before the murder, or my claim won't stand. Do you have any ideas for me, Maya?
It's definitely easier to prove that someone did go to the hole than not. I mean, you can't leave anything if you don't go someplace, right?
Can't leave anything. Wait a minute. I think Maya's onto something here. The lack of certain something actually proves that Sorin didn't go to the hold.
What's the matter? Are you stumped already? Are you gonna cry? Gonna piss your pants? Maybe you shouldn't come.
No, I'm far
Not
from
off camera, you
stumped, Mr. Edgeworth. I know for a fact that Mr. Sprocket didn't go to the hold.
You and your paper-thin bluffs. Mr. Sprocket's blood stain on the lift proves that he went through the hold. So what possible proof could you have that he did not, in fact, go through there?
You want proof? You got it! You can't do this, Phoenix. There's gotta be proof that Sorin didn't go through the hold.
Well, Mr. Wright?
This proves that Sprocket didn't go to the... This proves that Mr. Sprocket didn't go through the hold. Ow, my finger.
Take that!
As anyone can see from the hold entry record, there's absolutely no mention of Sorin Sprocket entering the hold. The defense asserts that Mr. Sprocket used a different route to get to the Vista deck.
You can assert all you want, Mr. Wright. But can you prove another route exists?
Can I prove the existence of another route to the Vista deck, you ask? I can. I can prove it! Even if it's just a bluff, I have to present something. Anything that could prove the existence of a faster route to the Vista deck.
Very well then, Mr. Wright.
Is fucking Sorin Indiana Jones his way over there? What the hell?
Show us how Mr. Sprocket got to the Vista docks. Decks.
Mr. Sprocket made for the Vista deck through here. How the fuck did he not fall? What is he, the Phantom? What the hell?
This is for real.
To save his bride from danger, Mr. Sprocket. What the? Are you suicidal?
Apparently. He's desperate.
That's love right there. Opened the escape hatch and made his way along the outside wall to the Vista deck. Isn't that right, Mr. Sprocket? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Ah.
I swear to fucking God. If Sorin's the one in Larry's picture!
That would certainly be a much faster route to the Vista deck.
Objection!
I'm disappointed, Mr. Wright. Is that really the best you could muster? That escape hatch is not meant to be used to get to the reception hall to the Vista deck. One slip, and that's all it would take for Mr. Sprocket to plunge to his death. I have to agree. The defense's claim is really stretching it.
Hold it!
I understand how it sounds, Your Honor. But at this point, it's too early to definitively say that he didn't go that way.
So that's where you're going with it. So that's what you're going with, then, I take it?
Of course, Your Honor. Jesus Christ, Adam the Clown looks creepy in the remake.
This is real life, Mr. Wright. Not some cinematic drivel or comic book. Looks out into the audience.
Have you not seen us last month take down a fascist leader, or were you just asleep half that time?
Silence, gay. Do you have some sort of logical explanation to share that would convince us of your complaint? Your claim?
I do.
Prove it, bitch.
I will.
Well, come on, TikTok. I'm going to start flossing.
Are you sure, Nick?
Kind of? Actually, I have nothing, so I'll just have to wing it somehow.
On what do you base your theory that Mr. Sprocket made his way along the outside?
My theory that he was able to go along the outside wall despite the danger is based on the power of love. Save the bride he loves, the groom risked his life and rushed to her side. Mr. Sprocket was able to make it to the Vista deck despite the danger because of the power of love.
Mr. Wright, don't need money, don't need
Don't
fame,
need fame.
don't need a credit card to
Credit
ride
card to ride this train.
But you need facts and logic in the goddamn courtroom!
I mean, that's not entirely true. I remember Dirk.
Die a thousand deaths!
Ah!
Power of love. We're drinking heavy tonight. Love is the source of strength that can help one overcome any obstacle. I think I can relate. Wait, it keeps freezing. His fucking head mouth is hanging open.
Yeah, I think I can relate.
I think I can relate. Hence my own long, happy marriage.
Wow, you actually seem to be buying it.
Objection!
I'll be joining you tonight, Judge. The power of love, you say? The fuck you will. What kind of illogical argument is horribly viable in a court of law? Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor?
That's because no one loves you, Edgeworth.
Funny, that's not what your dick says. That's the most blunt way I've ever put it.
Yeah.
Because no one loves you. What's that in your pants then? I'm certain you didn't bring a gun to court.
I don't know.
It's small
Some
for a gun anyway.
Small, bigger than yours.
Oh, you know I'm packing.
Nah, you're not.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Edgeworth. You should never underestimate the power of love. You'll understand. I demand to see what the history says. You'll understand one day when you get married. Which I won't! Gay marriage is not legal in Japanifornia yet.
Yeah.
Exactly. What's so wrong with wishing to remain unwed? They put that line in. That is intentional.
Yeah, they
That is
knew what they were
intense.
doing. They knew what they were doing.
Way to set him off, Your Honor.
Never mind all this unscientific nonsense. This is about cockfighting. Are you aware, Mr. Wright, that at the time of the crime,
Oh no.
ba-da-da-dun. No, there's a huge propeller turning at full speed between the hatch and the vista deck. Even if a person were to go outside through the hatch.
Oh, there goes Rocket.
They'd be blown away in an instant.
Ah!
Where does your power of love get you now, Mr. Wright?
I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger did the same thing in that one movie, and he had the power of love, so...
That is a movie, you fucking twit. I'm going to execute everyone in this courtroom. Hangman Steve! No one leaves here alive!
That includes you, Your Honor.
I don't care! A huge spinning propeller, you say? Huh. In that case, I have to admit that does seem impossible.
Ah! I should have known.
Nick, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. Right?
Right.
When the fuck did she hear that? Hold on!
I feel like I just saw Mia looking at me through Maya's eyes.
Well, what's wrong, Nick? Why are you gaping at me like a giant sunfish?
Thank you, Maya. You just helped me remember something really important.
There it is. There's that fearless smile I was looking for. Now give us a mind-blowing theory, just like you always do.
turn my thinking around. Instead of wondering how Sorin could have moved past that huge propeller, I have to think about what would have made it possible for him to do so. Oh look, another leaked set photo of Superman saving a dog. That's my goat right there.
Your Honor. Mr. Wright only makes that ridiculous face when his back is pressed against the wall.
You would know that, wouldn't you?
You know, he makes a different face when he's pressed against the wall in that way.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh my god.
I'm ending this relationship.
The punchline is gay sex! It's always gay sex! It will always be gay sex!
It's still far too early to discount my theory. Man, I can't wait for all y'all to see Wolfman.
Wolf from Star Wolf?
No.
The gayest Star Fox character?
No.
Sorry, every time I see a picture of Wolf O'Donnell, I'm just like, there is no way this character is straight. This character is the least straight character Nintendo has ever made. What are you talking about? The airship's large spinning propellers have already shredded it to pieces.
But if we think a little more outside the box, I'm sure we can find a way he could have made it.
Box. Stop trying to stall, Mr. Wright. And show us how it could have been even remotely possible, if at all.
Wolf muted.
I must agree with Mr. Edgeworth.
Very well, Your Honor.
Doc just shouting, Wolverine!
There must have been a way. Some way that Sorin could have moved along the wall and spied the propeller. That jacket that Shilong Lang has must be comfy as hell. Or he might be hot as hell.
Now then, Mr. Wright.
Depends on the weather.
Yeah.
What specifically would have made it possible?
Me when I go to the desert in my fucking layered jacket. This is how it would have been possible for Mr. Sprocket to get to the Vista deck. The airship wasn't flying. What allowed Mr. Sprocket to go along the outside wall and spy the propellers? It's the location of the flying chapel at the time of the crime.
The location of the flying chapel? But wasn't it flying high in the sky?
No, Your Honor. I'm afraid it wasn't.
What? Then where was it? Where was it?
At the time of the murder, the airship wasn't flying through the sky, but moved right to the ground.
What?
And if the airship wasn't flying, then that means the propellers weren't turning. Yeah, just waste lead like a motherfucker. In which case, Mr. Sprocket could have gotten to the Vista deck along the outside wall. Isn't that right, Mr. Sprocket?
I don't remember.
Ow! He stabbed himself with his pencil. That's gonna leave a mark.
Objection!
Even if the propellers weren't turning, it would have been far too risky to go that way.
Ah, but Mr. Edgeworth, you're forgetting about the power of love.
Yes, the amazing power of love.
I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely.
Not this goddamn shit again! Very well. For sake of argument, let's assume this so-called power of love. Made it impossible for Mr. Sprocket to move alongside the wall of the airship. Can you prove that the airship was tied to the ground as you claim, Mr. Wright?
Well, I don't have any evidence that proves where the airship was at the time.
You can prove it, can't you?
Maya, can you think of anything we can use to prove it?
Can't say I can. Oh, wait. Didn't somebody see something outside a window at the time of the crime? I think I remember someone saying as such.
Do I have a piece of evidence that shows what was outside the airship? Oh god, no.
Larry.
Edgeworth's gonna fucking lose it.
Yep.
Well, what are you waiting for, big boy?
This piece of evidence shows what was outside the airship at the time of the crime. The piece of evidence shows what was outside the airship at the time of the murder.
What kind of lousy drawing is that?
It's a drawing made by Larry Butt.
Ah! And what can you prove of that poor attempt at artistry? He didn't used to be a much better artist in a previous game.
Larry made this drawing before he switched the lantern. So it must have been right around when the murder was being committed. Now, if I could direct the court's attention here.
I'm going to kill, I'm going to kill, I'm going to kill, I'm going to kill. This is my villain arc, this is my villain arc, this is my villain arc. Is that a pterodactyl? Does that mean that the airship actually went back to time to the Cretaceous period?
Objection!
We've already proven that time travel is nothing more than a gimmick, did we not?
We did. I have no intention of bringing up that argument again. But this drawing shows an important piece of information. It shows us that the airship was actually moored on the ground. Where did that cow come from? There's a cow in the middle of the
Right, you know I have
courtroom.
that thing on me, right?
The cow walks up to Edgeworth and moves.
And what makes you so sure?
That's easy. All you have to do is consider who made this drawing.
Larry.
That's right. It was Mr. Butts, and we both know what he's like. He must have seen something else and mistaken it for a pterodactyl.
I can't argue with you there.
Hold it! Hey, wait just one doggone second here! What kind of moron do you guys take me for? I saw with my own eyes a pterodactyl flew right by the window, I tell you! I have the sharp eyes of an artist, don't you believe me?
No.
No.
Nick! Nope. Some friends you guys are. What about the judge? You believe me, right, Your Honor?
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid you'll need to leave this courtroom, bailiff. Bailiff, if you would, send him to Hangman Steve.
Come on, buddy, let's go. Why doesn't anyone believe me?
Kill him. Put the boots to him, old style.
Don't take it personally, Larry. I know you're just being useless. I say useless, not Eustace, like Eustace Wiener.
Now then, so you're saying what Mr. Butts really saw? There's some relation to what was outside the airship at the time of the murder.
Yes, Your Honor. At least I think it does. What this pterodactyl really is, well, proves the airship was anchored at the mooring dock. Yeah, better, anyway. If it doesn't, my whole argument is a bust.
Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. You won't do well in prison. If you're confident about it, then please go ahead and tell us what it really was.
Yes, Your Honor. Think, Phoenix. What could that pterodactyl have actually been? Oh my god, was it this? Oh my god! Please take a good look at this sign.
At the sign? You realize how expensive it is to keep this hologram projector going, right?
Not my problem.
It appears to have been broken and then repaired. But what does this sign have to do with the pterodactyl?
Please focus on this part of the sign. That's a big-ass lake.
It's not a lake.
It's an ocean.
The part that broke off and got reattached, what about it?
How about we turn it like this? Pretty sure pterodactyls weren't blue either. Everything.
Oh, that shape. It's a pterodactyl in the drawing.
Everything has an explanation, even what Mr. Butts actually saw with this chunk as it was being blown through the air by the wind.
What?
On the day of the murder...
I hate you all, I hate you all, I hate you all.
On the day of the murder, there was some heavy wind in the area of the mooring dock. But it's hard to imagine that this sign would make it up as high as an airship would fly. The cow just looked at Edgeworth's face. Anyone gonna get rid of that cow? That means the flying chapel must have been anchored at the mooring dock that night. Isn't that right, Mr. Sprocket? Hey, can you do me a favor, Mr. Sprocket? And get rid of that cow, please. Thank you.
Objection!
That's more enough of this power. That's more than enough of this power of love nonsense, you pop culture junkie. Nerd!
Mr. Wright, listen to that good shit.
Present all the proof you want, but your argument is based far too much in conjecture. Why don't we return to reality now?
There goes gravity? What do you mean, too much conjecture?
Even if the airship wasn't flying, that alone doesn't prove the witness went along the wall. True, even now it's no more than a possibility.
How do you propose Mr. Sprocket got to the Vista deck, Mr. Edgeworth?
I noticed something as I went over the evidence. Please take a look at this hold entry record.
What about it? I don't see Mr. Sprocket listed on here anywhere.
Don't you remember? In yesterday's session, we had a very similar kind of argument.
Did we?
Honestly, Mr. Wright, are you going senile already? We talked about Larry Butts using the defendant's key card out of the hold.
Oh, we did talk about that, didn't we?
In other words, even if the person's name isn't on the entry record, it's still possible for that person to have entered by using someone else's card. My ears! My ears! You're not allowed to do that in the bedroom from here on.
No.
Mr. Sprocket? You entered the hold with Mr. Nickety, didn't you?
I did.
What? Why didn't you tell us that in the first place?
Pierce is indispensable. I didn't want to mention him unnecessarily and risk having him wrongly accused. I couldn't do without him.
Mr. Sprocket, I ask that you testify in greater detail about your movements that night.
We'll save it here. Wait, I want to know if it's Allegro. Boo! I'm mad!